Hello, welcome back to another Mission Souls reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield, singer-songwriter, vocal coach and session musician. I wasn't expecting to head back to Mission Souls so quickly from my last reaction to them, but they came out just yesterday, I think, when I'm recording this, with a cover of Jump by Van Halen, and I knew I had to watch this with you all. I didn't want to wait and watch it on my own and then react later. I wanted to do it together. So here we are to do just that. I'm super excited to see what they do with this to start 2026 with some Mission Souls. We kind of ended 2026 with some Mission Souls and we're heading back into it in 2025. Oh my gosh, I don't know what year it is. Already I'm getting it wrong. Anyway, it's 2026. We're getting there. And we're gonna watch some more Mission Souls and just enjoy another family band studio cover from them. Who knows what 2026 will bring for Mission Souls this year. Imagine all the different things that they, or music pieces, songs that they will, where is my brain, that they will cover this year. Who knows, maybe some original tunes. I don't know. Oh, I would love to write a song for Mission Souls. Maybe that's something that I can task myself. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Let's get stuck into this. If I was to write a song for Mission Souls, do you think it should be in a rockier fashion? Or do you think it should be something a little bit more like a step away from that? I don't know. Interesting thing to ponder. Right, Jump by Van Halen. Here we go. Oh wow. Oh, everyone's here. Whoa. All right, Mum. I want to hear that again. This is our controls slide vocal there, but so well done. I love the tonality there. Wow, the raise there with the extra part within the keys is amazing. But I just want to hone us in on chugging of this C. So just be aware, whilst everything's changing around, that C remains and it builds tension. You know? So already we have these rockier vocals. I'm talking about, should I do a rocky song if I wrote something for them? But she's so good at this, isn't she? Nice unison. Kudos not just to the mix and arrangement of the song, but also to me seeing ice just travel across the bottom of the screen there. Actually, these details visually, I think they elevate this as well. I love seeing and focusing in on different parts within the arrangement, the whole arrangement. Yeah, the unison. And it's the focus again on there, but it does change. There's this turnaround within the ends of the phrases. Let me just take that back a little so you can hear. And then back. Keys. So I think Ice is doing a great job actually just in general, just keeping that rhythm going so solidly, which as we know is integral to any performance. But I think that he is able to, he's able to listen, but also just to hone in on his part, which I think is the key to being a great musician. You've got to be able to listen at the same time as really focusing on what you're doing. It's having two different parts of the brain doing two different things just as good at the same time. It's also what makes a great vocalist as well, because if you're able to hear yourself but then appreciate what's happening around you, especially when it comes to harmonies, that's so key. So I think I'm going to focus in on each member of the band here just for a second to see how they're doing that, how they're listening and playing at the same time.
So can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean?
Yeah, I love
Might as well jump.
the motif da-da-da-da-da, coming in there.
Go ahead, jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead, jump.
Go ahead, jump. Technically, without stylistic approach, we're just solidly moving from the G4 to the D4 to the C4. Now, this doesn't sound like much on the keys, but what makes a song sound great is the vocal with the stylistic interpretation. So, adding little things in, like a little twang or the loose approach, that kind of thing, which we have here with Sheena and Stacey, and that makes a difference. The attitude within the vocal as well. Wow, Neisha. Oh, I think it'll work. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. Listening, moving into your part, really focusing on what you're doing. Obviously, I'm a keyboard player, so I'm going to really focus in on this. Movements. I am going to say, here's one thing I'm going to say. So when you're playing piano, your positioning, so how you're standing, is really important in terms of potential wrist pain or just overall body sensation, can I say. What I'm interested in is that Naces is playing kind of like down rather than at a right angle. I always think it's great to play at a right angle. That's the sort of classical instrumentalist in me and how I learned, in that you keep that right angle position here for overall playing health. I wonder how she's feeling playing like this and how that's affecting her physically while she's doing that. I have to say, these parts, they're quite labor intensive. It's not just a simple chord pattern, so that requires that extra muscle movement as well. So anyway, just something to ponder. Maybe that's comfortable for her. Yeah, the swell. Wow. So you see the dun dun, that's that turnaround thing. So you have the C, but then you have the F, G. So yeah, if you're thinking, that consistently is what just gives that break within the arrangement. Yeah, everything locked in now. This is heavy, isn't it? The actual overall soundscape of this, there's no let up within it. Oh wait. additional of the E in the bass, and I missed that. No. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we've got a little chromatic movement there from Dad. Okay. Yeah, let it ring out. Woo. Very, very good. Very high energy. Just what that song needs. And great to sort of see the individuality coming through there with each part, but also that listening skill, you know, especially when you have a really heavy song which has a lot going on at all times. To be able to listen and to differentiate between every single part whilst focusing on yours is key. What do we think of that, everyone? Let me know in the comments box down below. What do we think they're going to do next? What is 2026 going to bring for Mission Souls? I wonder. Yeah. And if I was to write a song for them, what kind of genre do you think I should focus in on? Because I've done writing songs for other people on the channel before, so this could be a fun one to do in 2026. Let me know. And if you enjoyed this video and you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button, become part of our family here. You can of course find extra content for me over on Patreon. I upload there 3 times a week as well as here, so yeah, there's lots to discover there, and I'll look forward to seeing you on another video very, very soon. Have a great rest of your day. Love ya. Bye bye.